Good morning, beautiful people. It is Monday, January 27th, 2020, and yesterday, for the first time in my life, I cried real tears for the passing of a human that I've never met before. You know how people say, I feel like I'm having a bad dream. I never knew what that meant. I'd experienced bad things before, but never once in my life did I think, this can't be real. Kobe's passing yesterday felt like it wasn't real. This man who has been not only a basketball legend and a basketball GOAT, but this man was an icon. Tragically passed away out of the middle of nowhere alongside his daughter at the age of 41. She was at the age of 13, and obviously way too soon for all involved. I never met Kobe. I was never lucky enough to get to hear him speak or see him motivate folks or dap them up. I just watched him from afar like the rest of the world. When I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we didn't have an NBA team. And ever since I was a kid, I always struggled falling asleep at night. So my mom and dad got me a TV to put in my room so I would stop, annoying them. I became a Laker fan because I fell asleep on most nights alongside them, dealing L's to the rest of the NBA. Kobe was a staple of my childhood. I was 9 years old when he got drafted to the Lakers. He was an inspiration of my competitiveness, a trailblazer of a focus on dominance that I hope to one day acquire. His stats on the court are obviously outlandish. 18-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 5-time champ, multiple All-Defense team, NBA MVP, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, a GOAT through and through while doing it and being the face of the City of Angels since the age of 18. Drafted when he was 17. When he retired, he said he was at peace. He had accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish in the sport. For 20 years, he gave his soul to the game. He actually dropped 60 in his swan song, showing that he didn't have to retire. He wanted to. He wanted to change his focus. I appreciated that. I loved that. I couldn't wait to watch this man whose Mamba mentality was envied by the other greats in folklore amongst legends. Turn that Mamba focus to other things. I was excited to see what great things he would bring to our world and our society. One of the world's greatest minds and mindsets. Of course, he'd go on to win an Academy Award just momentarily after. He created content. He gave speeches to folks in an attempt to make them better. He invested in businesses, started his own businesses. But what I think we all loved most was watching him turn his focus and watching clips of his family going to Laker games. The videos of him and his daughters behind the scenes. The glimpses of Kobe enjoying the chapter of his life where he no longer needed to be a competitive robot anymore. He no longer needed to be a savage. The fulfillment he so obviously had in being a super dad is what I enjoyed most about his retirement. Then, out of nowhere, this icon, alongside his pride and joy, gone. First the TMZ report, then some conflicting reports, then ultimately an entire world had an understanding that a legendary life was lost in an unthinkable accident. It's moments like these that reset the natural human negative instinct. It's moments like these when life gets put into perspective. It's moments like these where we all realize that the petty stuff in our life that we allowed to sway our moods, direct our thoughts, or alter our decisions are all literally absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of life. It's moments like these that remind us all that this all can end at any given moment. Doesn't matter how many buckets you've made, how many championships you've won, how many lives you've impacted. It can all end at any time. Jay Williams spoke yesterday on ESPN. Now, he broke an FCC violation, but what he said was it's time to let some stuff go. And I couldn't agree more with him. So I thank Kobe for what he taught me about commitment to greatness and love of sport and passionate parenting while he was here on this earth. And in his passing, I appreciate him reteaching me that this life is special and very, very, very fragile. Our essence is not infinite. Let's make our todays better than our yesterdays because we truly have no idea if tomorrow will ever come. Rest in peace to the GOAT, his daughter Gianna, and the 7 others that were tragically passed away yesterday. But please recognize that the legend of Kobe will never, ever, ever die. It was a tough one yesterday, I think, for everybody. And to be honest, I heard Stephen A. Smith say this morning. Now, he was friends with him and a lot of people on TV. I didn't want to do a show today. I did not want to speak to humans today. I did not want to. Yesterday, I was with my lady. I was at a celebration of life for one of her best friends that passed away whenever the news broke about this. And it was just one of those things where perspective gets placed quickly. In moments like these, and tears fell from my face. And then I remembered that it is our job, since we have this platform, to celebrate the hell out of the life that was Kobe. So that's what we'll do today.